Welcome to the Gym of All Trades channel. Glad you made it to another live stream. It's Sunday, December 22nd, 2019. Glad you guys are popping in. I'm going to kind of wait till the room populates and we'll see what's going on. See if I can find you guys on my cell phone so I can chat with you as well. Got people still wondering what's going on based on yesterday's video. I want to make sure I get you guys that information. What's up, Max? How's it going, buddy? How's life down under? Can you give me a audio check, guys? Audio and video. Just let me know we're good. Hey, Tom. How's it going, buddy? Hey, Eric. Hey. All right. Leo Money. How you doing, sir? Audio and video good? Hey, Nibbler. All G. Okay, all good. I guess that means all good. Excellent. Excellent. Cooking dinner. All right, yeah, we made some deviled eggs today, guys. Had a hankering for deviled eggs. I tell you what, I ate a ton of them. It might not be good. Might not be good. We'll have to wait and see. My voice is a little cracky right now, but I'll do my best to help you out. Awesome. How the fires going, Max? Are they dying down on you? Max is in Australia where there's major fires. Welcome from Scotland. Awesome. I'd love to go out there and play St. Andrews one day. That'd be a dream of mine. Love to play that golf course. That'd be amazing. My dad loves Scotland. He's been diving out in Loch Ness several times. He loves it there. Loves it there. I've never been. I've had a stopover in Heathrow Airport. That's as close as I've been to Scotland. And had a layover, overnight, heading to Africa on a trip I was on. That's as close as I've been to Scotland. Hey, Lee, how's it going? Hang on. Wow. Inverness, yeah, there you go. Texas. We're not too far away from each other, Tom. I'm like 8 or 9 hours from Dallas, north. I'm in northwest Missouri, so I just go straight down and hit Dallas. Awesome. Well, I think it's a good time to get started. We got 31 of you in here. Let's see if we can give you some news here. All right. So yesterday, two videos ago, I just want to make it clear. I wish I had done a little bit more, spent a little bit more time yesterday on it. But basically talking about the flat that we're dealing with, and we're still dealing with the flat. And I told you my inclination is that we'd be going down from here because price action historically has done that. However, we got the pump today, obviously, and so my gut going down from where we were was wrong. And I always let you guys know to be aware that I could be wrong. I always do want to tell you what I'm thinking, though, and not what I think is always right, but I just do want to tell you what I'm thinking. But we're still in the grand scheme of a flat, guys, so I don't want you to get too freaked out here. We did break this trend line up here. Not a big deal for me yet, but it doesn't mean we're heading straight up. But guys, in a flat, we could head up. We're still dealing with a running flat yet until we break 78.57. 78.57 becomes our invalidation for a running flat, but that doesn't mean the flat is invalidated. We can come all the way up to here and still come down as a running flat. Now, if this decides to go higher, guys, like so, then we could be dealing with an expanded flat, which is fine as well. We're not worried about either because both of them takes this down. Now it's just a matter of do we get a bigger pump? So that's the big question mark. It's always been the question mark. Do we get higher highs, or are we going down from here? So the market really is, it's going, so it's either going up or down. Okay. So every technical analyst will tell you that in every scenario. I think overall in this bear market, we are going down. I think for me overall, as we move out to the bigger picture, we're going down. Now, again, 2 videos ago, I did a better job at explaining, the big question. Yesterday, I was really answering, a particular, somebody's comment. So I didn't spend a lot of time talking about the scenarios to the upside here. So we'll spend a little bit more time today doing that. I did spend it in that video and gave you targets from 78 to 83 in that ballpark there. But want to spend some time now just kind of updating you and letting you know, is there a long trade here that's worth the risk and to reward. So yeah, I know, man. You keep saying 9,400, and please don't keep typing in 9,400 in the chat, buddy. I'm glad. I appreciate it. We could go to 9,400, okay, but nobody knows the market. Nobody knows exactly what we're gonna hit. We can just give targets, okay. But yeah, I'm glad to know 9,400 is a possibility for sure. Right now, my targets are a little lower than that. Let's see here if I can do it from there to there. Yeah. I've got 8,200 to 8,800 if we go higher than 78. So if we break 78, guys, we could be looking at 82 to 87. So those are my targets there. Hey, you're in Missouri, Talis. Awesome. What part of Missouri are you in? I'm in Northwest Missouri in Maryville. The Northwest Missouri State University is here. So looking at the chart, the double top causes many shorts, which gave the long move, possibly. Yeah, there's a long coming up in all the charts. Okay, I just believe there's one more push to the downside before we get our final big move to the upside. So I just think there's gonna be one more hit to the low. That's my count right now, and that's what I'm looking for. So basically, I'm looking for this to be a 3-wave move like this, okay? And this 3-wave move right there is going to be some kind of a flat, running or expanded, and then we're going to come on down. So, St. Louis, cool. We're only 5 hours away from each other. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, those are the options right now. That ultimately is my large count there. So let's zoom in here. Let's see, anything else to talk about here? The major count, which I explained yesterday in yesterday's video, is WXYXZ. Z-wave needs to be 3 waves. When is this expanded flat going to be done? See, the big deal, guys, with this particular wave is that it didn't act like all the other expanded flats. The other ones went up pretty steadily and they finished their move and reversed. And this one's acting a little differently. That sideways move that took a couple of days to play out, it was just really odd. Okay, and so it's hard to tell what's going on exactly in the market when it does that. So it's obviously consolidating and preparing for a move and trying to understand the waves and figure out what it's doing. But up was the direction. I was thinking, I guess every time it didn't break this low, it stayed on that trend line. It should have been a telltale that it was going up. It kind of made a hindsight's always 20/20. But I was, Sundays are hard for me too because I don't trade on Sundays much in the mornings, and that's when the pumps happen. It happened a lot here. We got kind of a sort of a ascending triangle in there as you look at it, but I don't trade shapes of the market quite like that. I trade more of the Elliott Wave count. But all of this is super corrective, guys. Super overlappy. That's a good word now. You can add that to your repertoire. Overlappy. So when you get a bunch of overlap and waves like that, that's a sign of corrective waves. So watching Crypto Hippo's live stream today. He and I are in agreement that this is very, very corrective. This is more of a telltale to a B wave or some kind of a corrective wave to the downside. That being or a corrective wave to the upside. So you're probably going to get another wave. That could take a couple of shapes. It could be, we could have an A, a B, and a C in a running flat manner like that. We can have an A, a B, and a C in an expanded flat. We can still get another move to the upside, but probably not. probably not. Here's my issue. My difficulty, guys, is that with all of this is that this C wave needs to be a 5-wave impulse. And so let me zoom back out. Sorry. Hey, thanks, Rec Trader. I appreciate it. Love you too. Hey, I don't know how to say your name. How do I say Shusain? What's up, the kingdom? How's it going? We'll get you some targets. We'll get them there. Let me work on the analysis and kind of doing this live here. I didn't spend I've been looking at the charts today, but I didn't spend a ton of time prepping the targets. So anyway, part of my thinking, guys, as I'm just thinking through this with you, is that on these expanded flats, the C wave needs to be 5 waves, okay, and it needs to be impulse, okay. So I mean, this isn't like a 1-2, okay, and then we're heading up deeper. This is at worst, we're at, in my opinion, this is like a 4th wave, and then now we're getting the 5th wave. And so the question is all of this impulse? And it's really, really hard to see that as impulse, unless you see that as a 1-2 1-2 1-2 is like is a bunch of 1-2 1-2 1-2s. What's up, Seth? How's it going, buddy? So, let's see here. All right. So anyway, yeah. So how do we see these waves in here? The only way, if you're not corrective, the only way we can see them is are a nest of 1-2s, which makes this wave really, really bullish, and we need to be thinking really bullish. Okay. So with that, I want to be on guard for that. So this would be I'm going to think really bullish for now, just to try to think outside of my box here, and try to figure it out since we broke the high here. What's going on? Okay. Hey, Killer Crypty, Killer Kelly, what's up? 1, 2. Okay, so that would be a 1-2 of the major count. Okay, but then what we had here is another 1-2 right in there. That's if you can see that as impulsive. But to me, that looks like a 3-wave move right here. Okay, so that's really difficult to see that as that. Now, what we could have on our hands, and I've considered this, is that we have this move right here. As a running flat in here. So boom, boom, boom. We got a running flat in there. So this is actually 1 and all that's 2. So that's another way to read that. And that would be reading this impulsively, okay, guys? And then what we're now getting is a 3-wave. So the 3rd wave, the way I would count that would be, come on. 1, 2, okay? Now how would we do this guy here? Boom, boom, boom. Go to the 1 hour just to see it a little bit more. I hear you, Remco. I totally hear you. I understand your argument. I do. Totally understand it. Okay, all right. So that being said, this would have to be a 1-2. The problem is I don't have an impulse wave in here that makes sense. I don't read Chinese or Korean. I'm not sure which that is, but I don't read it, so I can't help you there. What's up, Edward? How's it going? Great job, Remco. I'm glad you held it in there. Awesome. All right, I really am. I want to see people do really well. So I'm glad you did well. Let's see here. Came up to the 386. So this could be 1-2. That could all be. This could be 3, 4, 5. This could be 3. We're putting in the 4, and we've got another wave for the 3rd. So let's see here. How would that fit? Boom. All right, hit the 1618. I'd like to see a pullback. I'd like to see it pull back to this region, but it doesn't look like we're going to get it. I got out of my long a little early, bro, and I'm actually in a bit of a short right now that it's a little underwater. I'm not too worried about it. And let me just talk to you guys about psychology here, guys. I've gotten to where, a loss in a trade doesn't kill me. Number one, I don't overtrade. I don't overtrade. I don't over leverage. And number two, I'm a very patient trader. The market does always come back, even if it just comes back on a retrace for me to get out of my shorts for very little loss. Another thing is that if I believe still this strongly that we're still heading down, and I do believe we're heading down very strongly. Now, how high we go before we head down is another story. I'm trying to really, really read this wave well. So with that being said, I'm trying to read this wave enough to understand, where we're going or where the best place to exit is. If this is going to continue up or we're going to get a reversal here at the top. Right now price is holding, and so it's not showing a reversal nature. A lot of times we get the high pumps and then we get the strong reversals like that. So we're not getting that right yet. That doesn't mean it can't come. It just means that I'm not seeing that. So with that being said, I don't mind even taking a loss here. I was feeling pretty strong. We were going to probably head down from there. We obviously didn't. I shared all my thoughts and reasons why. Well, we're not always right in the market, and that's the deal. But I'm not wrong. It's just another scenario. Okay, so I was again, just we're playing out the other scenario. I was trading the first scenario that I saw. That scenario has been busted. I'm looking at the second scenario right now, which is an expanded flat, which could tank at any moment between now and up here, shoot all the way up to $8,200 or more. So we got to understand that we've got targets all. Now I'm not going to hold a short that far, okay? So as soon as I believe that we're heading up here to these targets up there, as soon as I'm pretty certain I'm going to switch the trade long, and so I would rather switch the trade long, take the little loss in this region right here in order to gain this rather than try to hold that position all the way up here and then take it. So that's some psychology for you guys and understand. But I'm not going to switch my trade just willy-nilly because we broke the top here, guys. We break the tops all the time. Like right here, we broke the top and went down. Okay, we break tops all the time. So I'm not convinced yet. We're going up super, super high. Don't have the reversal sign yet, but we also don't have continuation sign. But the Elliott count, if I look at it one way, looks pretty bullish in a lot of ways. We could be heading up for the next wave up here to 75.84. That's a strong possibility to hit that if my wave count is correct. But that being said, going back to what I was saying is I'm not going to switch my trade until I'm convinced of the opposite direction, and I'm going to look for a pullback to do it on. I'm not just going to willy-nilly just jump into any trade just because I don't go long on these green candles if I'm not long. Okay, so if I'm not long in this region, I missed that. Okay, the only time I would go long is if I get a decent sized pullback down to a good fib region with the three wave clarity. If I get that, then I'll go long. I'll exit the trade, take my loss, and then play, I'll make up my loss on the upside, and then I'll short it from the top, and I'll get the move that I've been looking for just from a better position. So you guys got to realize that when we enter and we're looking for a short position, I'm still convinced of a short position, guys. Overall, we're not going to the moon from here, in my opinion. This is not moving up impulsively, as far as anything outside of this expanded flat. Okay, but that being said, sorry about that. I'm clicking everywhere that don't need to click. There we go. With that being said, I don't want to hold a bad position forever. I've got to have a place to cut it. There's a couple of places I probably should have cut it, but I was sleeping, and it is what it is, right? So that it's okay, guys. You got to realize that as traders, you're gonna get yourself in bad positions, guys, and it'll happen. We try to minimize those, and we try not to try not to get ourselves in bad positions. And I'm always honest with you guys when I am in a bad position or what kind of a position I'm in, because I want you to learn even from my mistakes. My goal is that you guys grow as traders and you understand how I was thinking, why I did what I did, why I held, why I didn't hold, why I cut the trade, things of that nature. And at the end of the day, I have a pretty high tolerance. And patient. I'm a patient trader. I've learned to be patient because the market does come back. I mean, just again, I mentioned this as by way of example. When everybody thought this was going to the moon on this $3,000 pump in one day, guys, it came it came back a third of the move in just hours, okay, and then it went sideways and it took a month, but it came all the way back, okay, it came all the way back, and that's in corrections. That's what it does. So if you're patient enough and you're diligent enough, you don't have to, take big losses. I'm not saying hold bad trades forever. You know when to cut it, please. But on the other hand, sometimes, how many times have you cut a trade and then it comes back on you like almost immediately? Just like, it's just like if you had just held it just like an hour or two longer, it just. There's so many times people do that. Sometimes we hold on to trades too much. But looking at the Elliott Wave count, this count to me is not looking up much more. It would be a very odd shape for me to see this wave come way up here, to be honest with you. It's a very odd shape if that would be the wave count. But it would have to do this, give me a 5-wave move, something like that. But this isn't really indicative of a 2-wave, to be honest with you. This, to be honest, the way I'm looking at it, looks more indicative of a finishing 5 waves and then, coming on down. I don't know exactly where it's going to come down, guys. I can't tell you. Yeah, Remco, we look at the market differently. I get what you're saying. I do. I understand what you're saying. And I partly agree, but you have to understand the structure that it created from my perspective of the market, and that's that's basically this expanded wave. Okay, if this isn't an expanded wave, guys, then what this has to be is that this is you would have to count this as a 5-wave move. Okay, I can't count that as a 5-wave move. I haven't seen any 5-wave move that makes good sense. That's a 3-wave move right there. We got a 3-wave move. We got a 3-3. Now we're getting a 5-wave move to the upside. It's an expanded flat. We're gonna go down. Okay, that's my view. That's my position. That's the way I'm trading it. I'm not convinced anything else. But let's just say I am wrong, that this can be counted as a 5-wave move, and that's done. Okay, what that means is we're getting 5 waves here. We're going to get another 3-wave pullback, and then we're going to be going to the moon. So regardless, we are coming down, whether it's all the way down or back down. Somewhere between 50 and 61% of that first wave. But again, my take on the market is different than yours, man. I don't believe in double bottoms. I know double bottom's nothing to do with Elliott Wave. Absolutely. Double bottom would indicate either a truncated 5th wave or a flat. Okay, when price comes all the way back down. So when price moves up, number one, was that move impulsive or corrective? Number two, when it comes back and it comes 90% of this wave or 100% of the wave, when it does that, that is a corrective move. That is not an impulsive move. That's a corrective move. In order to see an impulse, we're going to have to see a move that goes beyond the 1618 extension of those two waves. So where I would consider, Remco, you being correct is that if we get a move up over and above $8,800 to $8,900, we get a move above that, guys, then I'll consider this as a potential bottom where we're making an impulse wave to the upside. But until I see that, I will not change my mind on this being an expanded flat, because that's the structure that it is being. So again, I'm not trying to be in an argument or anything, but you just got to remember that I'm here to explain my Elliott Wave. That I'm an Elliott Wave trader. It's how I look at the market. Support and resistance is part of my analysis, as well as fibs, as well as many other things, RSI, and I put all that together. But I do that within a context of an Elliott Wave count that fits all those variables together. And so, anyway. No, I don't FOMO in ever. I never FOMO in. Never. No. Why would I FOMO in? I'll wait for a pullback and get in. I mean, yeah, guys. I don't. And I'm not looking to catch every move of the market, guys. I can't catch every move of the market. It's just impossible for me. So, yeah. Let's see. Trend theory suggests that trend theory indicates $9,400. $9,400 is not on my radar, personally, guys. It's not on my radar right now. It wouldn't make sense to me based on this wave structure. $9,400 does not make sense to me based on the wave structure. I'm not telling you I'm right, guys. I'm just telling you what I think. That's what the that's what this channel is for me to share what I think, and I'll interact with you about it for sure. But yeah, and I'm not trying to be argumentative. I'm just very strong in what I believe right now, and I have to be convinced otherwise before I'm going to put my money on it. Let's see. So basically, from an Elliott Wave perspective, this is a flat. And I've showed you, if you watch yesterday's video, it's critical that you watch yesterday's video to understand where I came from. It's one of my better videos, I believe. I had lots of good feedback, a lot of watches, #1 video that so far. And I think it makes sense to people once they understand what we're seeing. But we have to understand there are different forms of a flat. But look, guys, I mean, just to highlight it, there's a flat right here, a flat right here, a flat right here, and now we're getting the same structure here, okay? So, I mean, we got flats all over this market, okay? And what happened after this flat right here? We went down. What happened to this flat right here? We went down. What happened to this flat? We went down, okay? After these flats, these are corrective moves, we go down. So the big question mark isn't whether we're going down. We are. It's just how high do we get before we go down? So that's the big deal here. I appreciate that, Remco, and you know, I'm very, you know, I'm sick and I sound so yeah, I appreciate you know, your thoughts and input, and I'm with you. You know, I'm ready for this thing to turn around bull. To be honest with you guys, I'm ready for this thing, but until the market convinces me otherwise, I just can't go long yet. Now I did trade this move off the bottom here. I caught this bottom at 6,600. But I just got out. I had stuff going on in my life. I got out too soon. I let it ride up, and I've been waiting. You know, I waited for the correction, and the way it looked yesterday, it would look like it was coming down. I made the wrong look from my perspective. So, you know, that's where I am. Okay. Yeah. If I miss a reversal, I miss a reversal. I just wait for the pullback and I get in. So, again, my psychology, I don't care if I miss a move. Guys, let me ask you guys a question. Where are you with your psychology? Are y'all freaking out if you miss a move? I mean, there's a million moves in the market. I trade them all the time. You know, if I miss one, there'll be another one, you know, next week, tomorrow, the next day. I trade the Forex as a move every day. If I miss one day, okay, I missed that one. I catch the next one. So it's no problem. No problem for me to miss a move at all, for sure. So anyway, this is the ultimate way that I'm looking here. So let's dive in a little bit more here. I already did spend some time there. I'm not quite as bearish as Max is quite yet. I'm not sub 3,000 yet. I haven't been convinced of that yet. But if it does, it does. Let's see. Let's take a peek here. So I want to look at the small time frame right now, guys. I'm gonna let me see. I think I've ignored some of you. Let me see. 84 max for you, Lucian. Yeah, I mean that's the range for me, for sure. I think I answered that. Yeah. GAN analysis shows that the 23rd is last, and my friend, he does Elliott Wave. I'll read 5 counts. 1 hour, maybe one last more push up. He says, yeah, that's a possibility. One more push. I'm not sure if this is the 4th wave or not. Good call there. Let's see. V for blockchain market printed a buy signal on the daily. Yeah. Hey Johnny 20, sent you an email. Make sure you check your email, okay, bud? I'm just kind of going back through the chat, guys. What's up, man? Let's see, 101 of you. I don't know if that's a record or not, but glad y'all are here. Longs exploded like crazy when almost 5 year. Yeah, okay. I'm just kind of going back through. Tom H. Convincing factors to cut a trade. When I'm convinced I'm going the wrong way. Sometimes I'm convinced to cut it. Sometimes I'm convinced I'm going the right way. I just got in too early. And so I just hold it. I get in a little early. Okay, I'll just hold it a little while. I'm not worried about it. Eventually, it'll pay out. It just I didn't maximize my profits. If you guys are like nailing the tops and the bottoms, would you please start a YouTube channel? If you're just nailing the top and the bottom all the time, then you're doing something we're not doing. And I just want you to please start a YouTube channel so I can follow you. I want to join your group and see what I'm doing wrong. So, let's see. What's up, GG? What's up, Mehan? What's up, man? Long, yes, I'm based on you. Well, amen. Bitcoin likes Christmas. I love it. All right. Thanks, Dragonfly. Appreciate that. Saw that comment. Thank you. One more push up. Yeah, it looks like a fourth wave potentially. We'll have to see. All right. So let's see here. So one way to count this wave again, just to kind of recap here, guys, is that we could have it running flat here, right in the middle here. I'm not a big fan of it, but the reason I'm not a big fan is because we got this straight down thing. How do you count that other than a 5-wave impulse? So that really bugs me, to be honest with you. That's the limitations of the market. Doesn't have to follow Elliott Wave rules, so you guys got to realize that. But I think in general, larger time frames, are pretty helpful for sure. So we've got to move like that. We've got to move there, and let's see, maybe all the way up to there, and then there. So. Boom, boom, boom. All of that is some kind of a running flat, some kind of a connector wave right there, boom, boom. So we've got a 1 and then a 2. That's the way that I'm counting that from a bullish standpoint. That's my bull count right there. So that puts us in the third wave right now. And the big question is where are we in that third wave? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got a bunch of waves in here. How do you see that? 15-minute. You notice it's not if I count that as my bullish scenario, it's not an expanded third wave. It's just kind of a standard third wave here. So we've got a 1, 2, 3 came beyond the 1, 6, 1, 8 here. That 3 could be finished. If that 3 is finished, then we would need to retrace. Right now we came to the 236 and touched. Haven't made it down to the 382 extension yet. So Akin, I'll definitely check Ethereum for you shortly. GG, what am I checking? Did I miss a comment? Oh, wrap it up. You got to go. All right. Whoa, Charles Jones. Wow. Came out of nowhere. Thank you, buddy. What a gracious gift. I really appreciate it. I really do. Well, Max, Charles, if there's anything I can do for you as far as a special question or comment, let me know. Let me wrap it up with, let me look at Litecoin for Max. He's a big Litecoin guy. Max, let's see here. I was looking at Litecoin earlier. And so we've got divergence here from this wave to that wave. Boom, boom, right there. So we've got some bearish divergence here that may have already played out or may be playing out. So looks like Litecoin's kind of making a bit of a corrective wave, obviously. Let's see here. Not quite the divergence there that we have. I mean, it is diverting, but it's just in the overbought region for sure here in Litecoin. It's interesting comparison, guys. If you want to compare Litecoin's last bull move right here, we went up, kind of went sideways, went up and came down. It just kind of went sideways up before it toppled over. So we're kind of getting the same kind of structure here. So be careful. And be careful with that there, but it looks like everything looks like we've got a little bit more up to go at least, but it's taking its time in this little wave right here, very slow. I'm sorry, guys, the chat's going faster than I can keep up with, so I'm very sorry if I'm not hitting yours. But Charles, I just want to remind, thank you again for that gift. That's humbling, and I really appreciate it. Very, very humble to receive that, and very thankful. So let's look at ETH quick here. We're moving down here. It does no divergence to speak of on the 5 minute. Let's see from there, from that low to that low. We've got some hidden bullish divergence here right now, and unless this comes down pretty quickly, hidden bullish divergence on Ethereum from here to here. Let me show you the hidden bullish. This is on the 15-minute time frame from there to there. It's going up while we have it from there. It's trying to make its way down. It's not quite made its way down. But anyway, hidden bullish or hidden bearish is basically indicative of a continuation pattern. So yeah, I keep when my chart's in log scale, I keep my chart is on log scale, and yeah, and I do have the fibs turned on log. So yeah, the fibs are on log, and my chart is on log here, at least for Ethereum. Send crypto, dude, you're killing me, bro. Thank you, man. You guys, that's some good advertisement for Sin. Make sure you check out his channel if you haven't already. He's another great Elliott Wave guy. He's got some stuff I don't provide. He offers some type trading that I don't do, or at least I don't share a lot on my channel. So he's got a lot to offer the community. So make sure you check out Sin Crypto's channel for sure. Appreciate that. As far as I'm concerned, we're in no competition. I'm not in a competition. I don't think that he is too. He plugs my channel as well. So with that being said, make sure you check his and subscribe. He's a good dude. So thanks a lot for that gift, man. I really appreciate that. Sin, we need you to go live here later on this afternoon so we can hear your perspective on this, man. Because Hippo's already gone live. This is my live, and then we'll have somebody else go live. We'll hopefully have you go live a little later, bro. Okay, hope that'll do. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So it looks like we're putting in some kind of a fourth wave. I would guess it's the fourth of the third right now, but we'll have to wait and see. How that plays out. But again, guys, I'm not looking for a ton more upside here. 75 is the next target. 78 is a nice target to finish up to the upside if it hits. Okay. Keep in mind, guys, it doesn't have to go up from here. It doesn't have to. Price is kind of holding some whale is holding price at a standstill. But good, man. I'll be there for that live, bro. Anyway, so price is kind of holding strong in this area. So there are people right now who are holding price here. That could be loading up shorts. That could be any number of things. But guys, I don't know that anybody's accumulating any kind of long positions. There was really no accumulation position down here for the longs. Okay, so I still see the bears still in control. And that's my ultimate perspective. And so, anyway, excuse me. Anyway, let's see, what else can we say here. Smaller time frame, which is where I just kind of spend my time and can offer in the community here. It just no clear direction here.
I'm so warm now. Hey, now we just sit on the couch and do nothing since we're grounded. We can play with toys.
All right. Could come down as far as the 1-to-1 here, 73.50. If this is a fourth wave, and then we heading up. That 73.50 I think would be confluent with the 382 retrace, if I remember right. Let's check the 382. Boom. Boom. Yeah, 73.40 right there is kind of confluent there. So we might have a good confluent zone. It's also confluent with structure right here. Except Bitcoin has never been really nice to us here lately and coming down deep enough on the 4 waves to let us get in. So I wouldn't put a lot of effort into waiting on that if you think it's going up from here. All right, let's see here. Let's see. How can you count the 20K top, third wave or fifth wave? Oh, the 20K top. Okay, I saw that question earlier, man, and I didn't understand it. What Remco? I'm sorry, man. Check the facts. What facts do you want me to look at? Khalil, she's saying. Let me see what she's saying there. Third wave or a fifth wave? You know, I actually don't think the third wave is finished of Bitcoin. I think we're in a subwave of the third wave. When I did my analysis on the macro count, I think we're in a subwave of the major third wave. I am looking for 100,000 Bitcoin in the long run. Why do I ignore you? I'm not ignoring you, man. You just kind of take over the chat a little bit, and I'm trying to keep it even. I want to make sure I get the information that I want to get out. And if I respond to every one of your comments, I'll be overwhelmed, man. So I love you, bro. Appreciate you, and I like your perspective and all. It's hard for me. I got 100 people talking right now, so anyway, it's hard to keep up with everybody. Okay. Anyway, hey Nibbler, wow. You guys are just Merry Christmas in me to death. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just super humble to receive that. Thank you very much. Z, I hear you, man. Oh, to be honest with you, brother, I mean, whenever I see Bitfinex longs going high, I'm ready to short. I'm ready to do the very opposite of what that market's doing. Okay. In fact, when I look at oh no, you're fine, bro. Just don't overwhelm me. Just kind of, I'm not ignoring you, I promise. But when I see a ton of comments, it's hard for me to react to every one of them. So please, and I'm trying to be as kind and nice. I'm not trying to be mean to anybody at all. So that's not my goal here. Let me show you IG sentiment, guys. I use this on the Forex all the time, but it's also a good indicator. So go to just IG client sentiment here, the report that they have. Excellent report to get overall sentiment. So IG obviously is a big company that has basically just retail traders, retail investors like you and me that invest with them. Okay, so right here you can see that 85% of their people are long right now. Okay, while 93% of them are long in Ethereum. Generally, we use this as a contrarian view. When you have that many people going long, really the sentiment we should be having is a short sentiment. Okay, so we generally use this as a contrarian viewpoint. So anyway, 85% of the positions at IG are long for Bitcoin. And 93% for Ethereum. Ripple is 98% long. Litecoin is 92% long. Okay, it's not until you're going to see these kind of backing down. Once these positions get taken out, okay, and they switch short, should you be really thinking long? We take a so let's check the Bitfinex longs. Let's just check that chart for sure here. Let's see here. I'll overlay the chart like you're asking me to do, and we're just gonna see what we can do here. Let's see. Let's do BTC longs. There it is. All right. Let's go to the daily. CME opens in an hour. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Make sure we got daily on the bottom as well. I'm zoomed out, bro. I'm zoomed out. Let's see if we can match up the charts here. That is November. Here, let me get a line here. That's November 22nd. Yeah, I'll check that in a minute. I'm just give me some time, buddy. Give me some time. All right, so longs are increasing from this hit. Longs have been just going to the roof here. This short is going down. They've been kind of stabilizing right here. Let's see. Let's zoom out here on the 3-day. Let's go to the 3-day. Let's check the bottoming here. This was December 18th. December 15th. All right. So, trying to line them up so you can see them. There, they're lined up. Okay, so we had the bottom here. The bottom here was at 3K here, while you had the bottom happened exactly at the peak of the longs. Okay, so when the longs, and then there was a complete dive of the longs right here. Okay, so your assumption or your assertion is that at the right here, this is the bottom of, this is not the peak. So you're saying, your assertion is that the peak of the longs, which is right there. Of course, the peak was actually right here. Okay. February 15th. Your assertion then at the so this is the very peak of the longs, that because the peak of the long here was at the bottom of the market there, that it's going to continue in that way. Is that what you're saying? That's your. So let's look at that historically, and ask the question. So, for instance, we don't have enough historical data really to make that assumption here, and this is only one exchange. That's the other assumption. This is Bitfinex. This is just one stinking exchange. Let's see. This is March 2018. So we had another peak here at March 2018. Let's take a peek at that, and let's see. We got March March 26th. Let me move this over. Excuse me. So right there. So we had a peak of the longs here at a near bottom, is what you're saying there. Let's take another peek here. Let's look at another peek here at July. Oh, July 21st. That one doesn't really have any correlation there as far as the way you're talking about it. Here, longs have been really going sideways, but this massive push up in longs has a major assumption that we are heading up and that you believe the bottom's in. Well, listen, in the grand scheme of things, I see what you're saying. I understand it. Okay, I also believe that we have one more hit to the low. Okay. On a chart like this, guys, and I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my single chart. I don't want Bitfinex longs. All right. So on a chart like this, guys, one more hit to the low is not that big of a deal. In fact, $5,000 is not that much lower than where we've gone on this particular chart. Now, again, if the Elliott Wave structure was telling me long, I would think long. Now, if I go down here, guys, let me just show you what a reversal pattern looks like. Okay, I want you to see what a reversal pattern does. First off, on this particular reversal here, okay, we had a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves right here on this last wave. We had a clear 5 waves down. Okay. And it was definitely a capitulation deal. It wasn't a sideways deal, and then we went up, but it was a capitulation pattern. It was an impulse wave. Let's just say it that way without calling it capitulation. But that being said, there was a clear 5 waves down, and after that 5 waves, what we got here was an impulse. Okay, we got an impulse with a 3-wave pullback. Okay, we had a nice impulse, 3-wave pullback, and then we got another impulse off of that with another pullback. Okay, so listen, on this bottom, I'm looking for an impulse, 3-wave pullback that does not break the low. If it breaks the low, guys, that you're no good. You're no good for a bottom. Okay, so if this came down and broke the low, we'd be dealing with another expanded flat because we'd be dealing with a 3-wave move that broke this low. And this would have done that trick, okay? But this did not break the low. It came down to like the 786, and then we had another impulse off of that with a pullback and then another impulse, okay? And so that's what I'm looking for as an Elliott Wave trader, guys. I'm looking for a nice impulse, okay, with continuation. I want to see impulse, and that impulse needs to make ground on this last wave, okay? So we made some ground here, but again, we broke the problem with this whole scenario is that we broke the low, okay? This wave broke the low. That is expanded flat formula. That's not reversal formula. It broke the low. So again, so this has to be the bottom. But then what you have to do is make sense of this wave from an Elliott Wave perspective. You have to make sense of this wave from an Elliott Wave perspective, and it's only 3 waves. The only way to make sense of that, guys, is when you have this ending 3-wave that broke the low, is that you got an expanded flat. And that's what you guys have to understand where I'm coming from. That's why I feel very strongly about my position here, very strongly about what I'm saying here. So anyway, yeah, I'm seeing this expanded flat. Now, how high it comes, I can't tell you, guys. I'm looking for 70. I mean, it could turn around right here. I just want you to know that. But if it continues higher, we're looking at probably 78. 75 first is my first target, 78, and then 82 to $8,300. Those are my targets, and then to the downside. That's the way I'm thinking and looking. Okay, so that's what I'm dealing with here. I hope we've come to terms there. Let me check out with the chat here. All right, I've ignored Shusain a little bit. GAN analysis. I'm thinking we should go down until February 4th or 6th. We'll check it out. That's one thing I need to learn is I'd like to add GAN to my repertoire. I'm going to be studying that this year, GAN. So that's my goal for this year, to add to what I've got. So we may be adding that to the channel. Yeah, that'd be great. Send it to my email. She's saying send that GAN cycle to me. I'd love to see that. It's jimofalltrades7@gmail.com. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Crypto Kelly, I really like Sin as well. I really appreciate that guy. He's good, and he's I've recommended him publicly as well. So we recommend each other. We're gonna do a collab video at some point soon. So that's funny. Well, great. Thank you. Thanks for that, Kelly, for alerting. I appreciate it. Double top here. Hey, could double top. That's the one-to-one extension of that Wave Trader KR potentially. Now, Hippo draws the fibs a little differently than I do, but and I understand why he does. I just haven't been as convinced as he is, and that's okay, right? That's all right. But double top puts a set right there at 7,800. That would be a perfect flat structure for me. So I'm okay with that for sure. Let's see. See, targets, LTC. Don't ignore. All right, Gigi. I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm not trying to ignore you, Gigi. All right. Hey, if you want to ensure me not to ignore me, send me $1 on the tip, and I'll get it. So Gigi, I need you in a complete sentence to tell me what you want me to talk about or answer. Okay, in a complete sentence, and I'll be waiting for it. I will promise I won't ignore you. All right.
What?
Yeah, it is a huge deal, Remco. It is. I think the market's going lower than we think it's going. I tend to be a bear. Yeah, there is evidence of hey, Meyer, what's up, man? Happy Hanukkah to you, bro. She's saying, I wish I knew how to say your name. But anyway, I know how to say Khalil. So I'm going to call you Khalil. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there's a lot of videos out there on astro trading. I find it interesting. I don't follow it much, but I find it interesting. So yeah, I'll put the email here in the chat. So there you go. There's the email. All right. Hey James, what's up? You can always rewind. Okay, Gigi, come on, give me your comment. I'm waiting for it. I promise. I'm sitting on. Yeah, we're the triple threat, Tom. Triple threat, man. Yeah, Hippo's good, man. He's a good trader, and Sin's a good long-term trader, and I'm just kind of in between. I tend to hold trades longer for sure. But I like scalping as well. But that's where I lose my money usually. So I try not to do a whole lot of scalping for sure. Yeah. Nice, Alex. That's funny. Where's your chart? Where's your chart, Gigi? Where's your chart? Is it in my Telegram? Where is it? Did you send it to my email? Did you put it here? Let's time's gone by. There's 109 people watching. Welcome, guys. It's a nice lazy Sunday afternoon. I like hanging out with you guys, my crypto family, after I hang out with my church family. So let's see here. Yeah, we're still kind of on the moon, guys. I mean, we don't have to go up from here. This doesn't have to be a fourth wave. This could be an impulse, kind of a leading diagonal right here at the beginning. Let me show you. Just saying. Could be a leading diagonal of some kind. Probably not, but it could be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 it usually isn't the longest one, but Let's see, the 3 isn't the shortest, so we're good there. The only problem here is I do have this. This right here looks to be an impulse wave. So if we break this low, that's not an impulse wave. But if we don't break that low, right here, so this looks like a 5-wave move right there. So as long as we don't break that low right here, we could continue up from here. So be watching this low right here. All right, Gigi, waiting for the chart. Waiting for the chart. Give me a link. Give me a link. Ethereum USD again. Yeah, let me look at Ethereum while we're waiting on Gigi. Remco, love you too, bro. Love you too. What time does CME open? Actually, 4:30. The Forex is open now. So anyway, let's see here. Got a good rejection off the top there. No divergence on the 1 hour or the 2 hour. All right, Ethereum. Let's zoom out here to the 2 hour and just kind of get a count here of this wave. So we haven't broken the top here, guys. Okay, a couple things of note. We haven't broken that top. Secondly, this all looks super corrective in here, guys. Super corrective. We just tagged the 1618. I think I'm in log scale right now. Let me get in regular here. There we go. So still hitting the 1618, and then we bounced off of it, guys. If we continue to get rejection, guys, looks like this is going to the downside, because this whole thing looks like an expanded flat to me on Ethereum. It looks like we got another down move to go. Personally, let me get this out of the way. Gigi, I need your chart. I need your chart. I'm waiting for it. I am waiting for it. Give me a link to your chart. If it's in the chat, I can't find it, so you're going to have to put it back. What chart do you want me to look at? All right. Let's see here. So this looks like expanded flat. Boom, boom, boom. It came pretty deep for an expanded flat, though. That's my only problem with that. If this is impulse wave, that's awful shallow too, but it could be. We haven't broken the top here, guys. Just to me, it looks like it needs to come on down. If it comes up any higher, I'll be watching this trend line here at 143 if it tries to make its way up here. What's up, K4? How's it going, buddy? You're welcome. Thanks for the email. I don't check my email while I'm doing a live stream because I just don't want people to see my email on live stream. But I'll check it later for sure, okay? Gigi, I'm waiting. I need, what chart do you need me to look at? Or where's the link to your chart? I need it. I need it. I'm really, so yeah. Ethereum looks down to me, but again, this is odd shape in here, for sure. On the small time frames here, but I don't have any divergence here yet. It might be another push to the high. If we get another push to the high, it might take out these highs and then come on down too. That's another possibility. I'm kind of looking at that with Bitcoin as well. So yeah, no divergence yet, so that's a little concerning. I like to see the divergence on at least 1 hour. We have some divergence here on the 15-minute, but we're getting that, and that's playing out now. So what we're getting right now is we still have potential. If I draw this trend line here, we have potential that this is just going to come down, hit the trend line, and continue on one more move. This is what we call hidden bullish divergence right now, unless it gets wiped out. We'd have to break this low right here in order, this low right here in order for that hidden bullish divergence to wipe out. But it's not coming down impulsive. It's not coming down fast enough to wipe that out. So I think there's going to be a continuation for one more leg at least, and then potentially down. So I would draw this trend line on your chart right here just to kind of watch that guy. It's always good to watch the trend lines to kind of give you, because corrections like to move in channels. Okay, so GG, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Okay. All right. So that being said, I don't have a clear one wave down here. Meyer, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I got a 3-wave move here to the bottom right here. 3-wave move here. 3-wave move here. You sent it by mail. Oh, okay. Got it. I'd have to pause the live stream to pull it up. Can you is it a Telegram? If it's a trading view chart, all you got to do is give me the right up here at the top. You need to highlight the last after the word chart, or unless you have an X. Highlight right after tradingview.com, highlight everything and copy and paste that in this, and I'll be able to pull it up. So give me the address of your TradingView chart by highlighting it here, but you can't send it by mail, okay? Yeah, man. Thank you, Meyer. Man, Meyer's been just a good friend and somebody rooting me on since I started. So thank you, buddy. I love you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the gift as well. Unnecessary, but appreciated for sure. So thank you. Let's see here. So LTC. Oh, back to Ethereum. Guys, I'm ADD right now. So a couple of things I'm seeing here is right now what I've got is a 3-wave move to the bottom. So that's still looking to me like it's expanded. Okay, this looks like an expanded move, an expanded flat move. Now. Let's see, I got an unregular here. Yeah, we came up to the 2618. We're on regular, so yeah, that makes sense. No, I don't see BTC going that low, bro. I don't know that it's going to $400 to $500. I mean, it could. I'm no expert on those things. Eric, I'll get LTC for sure, promise. Just give me a minute. Let's see. Could I make it explain on a bigger scale? Remco, you are a moon boy. You're a moon boy. You're not gonna like my channel, man. All you gotta do is just, if you want to share a chart, guys, from TradingView, you don't need to take a screenshot. All you gotta do is highlight the last digits right after tradingview.com. Give me everything after it and I can pull it up. All right. Okay. Anyway, this looks expanded to me. We have not broken the low here. It's a good chance of reversal, but I'm not seeing the divergence I'd like to see. Could have another push up. Looking at this wave, I don't know how to count this. What is that crap right there? What is that? So this looks like a 1, 2. We came to the 1618. We might have another wave to the upside. Might have another wave to the upside for sure. That would finish us out. But anyway, I'm not sure. Not sure, guys. Okay, Litecoin. Let's take a peek at Litecoin here. Same deal with Litecoin, guys. We had a 3-wave move on the bottom. Okay, that's a big deal, guys. I mean, just from an Elliott Wave perspective, from my perspective, when you see this 3-wave move at the end right here, that's a 3-wave move. Okay, hey guys, hey. So when you see that 3-wave move that was precipitated by a 3-wave move, you got a 3, 3, and then a 5, and the question mark is that 5 finished. You know, to be honest with you, this move to the upside was a little surprising to me based on that count. So whales can do whatever they want. They don't follow Elliott Wave rules necessarily. However, the market generally does do that. So anyway, make sure that you put those the links to your email. I mean, the links to your chart in the chat here. Don't send an email because I don't pull it up during live streams. Okay, send it to the chat. Okay, so if you want me to pull up a chart, I will. Just got to send it to the chat here, okay? So anyway, we do have some divergence here on the, let's see, 2 hour, no divergence, but we're in the overbought region. And the 1 hour, much more overbought. Got exaggerated divergence here, so that's a possibility here as well. Okay. Guys, by all appearances, everything looks like it's still going up. That's my take on it. Okay. Everything's still going up by all appearances. This looks like a 3-wave move that just finished. Guys, that looks like a 3-wave move right there. Guys, this is an expanded flat right here in the middle. Okay. It's a connecting wave. Boom, 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 right there. Now we may have one more little push down before up, but this is looking like it's going to go up to me. The reason I believe that, this is Bitcoin on the very small time frame, because this looks like a 1 wave, and this looks like a elongated 2 wave. So. All right. Well, listen. Don't forget that whales also use bots, and their trading bots are programmed. They understand Elliott Wave for sure, and these moves that take out the bottoms are predictable there. So, all right, guys, I think I'm pretty exhausted. My voice is shot. Love you guys, appreciate it. Thanks for showing up today. You know, again, let me targets. I didn't give any targets. Dag on it. Sorry, guys. Whoa, Crypto Kelly, thank you. That's very kind. Dag on it, y'all make me mad when you do that, and I'm also thankful. It's just really, really appreciate it. LTC, I mean, probably not up any higher than $43, guys. $43 is what I'm seeing there in LTC. If we go up another leg. If we go up higher than that, guys, and I've just got this count all discombobulated, and I need to reconfigure things. It just doesn't appear like there's much more upside. I bet you we get a tank later on tonight, like a big tank tonight. That's what I'm gambling on, or it's not gambling on, but you know, that's what I'm seeing in the market. If we get another push up here, I might trade this to the upside a little bit for a scalpy trade. I'm not sure. I'll let you know in the Telegram group for sure. But yeah, I don't know. D-Tech, thanks for those kind comments. I don't know if my streams are any good or not, to be honest with you. I appreciate you saying so, but dag on. I just so get discombobulated with the chat, with the charts, man. It's just I don't feel like I'm cut out for it somehow. I'm just a guy, guys. I'm just a guy, just a dude with a computer, and I like charts. So anyway, and I like people. But anyway, I hope there's something here for you. I'm still looking down. Now, how high we go out before we go down, I can't tell you. Targets are 75 first, 75.50, then 78, then 83. Those are my 3 targets to the upside there. Follow those. My kids are playing in the background, so sorry about that. Follow the BTC chart as you trade LTC, as you trade ETH. That's the best I can give you. Just watch those targets as price is moving. So as price reaches, so as price is reaching those targets on Finally, Gigi. Wow. Okay, I'm going to extend the live for Gigi. But as prices reaching the targets I've given you in BTC, watch where LTC is and trade accordingly, okay? So that's the way I would do it. Remco, I'll do it in another video. How's that sound? All right, Gigi. Thank you for getting me that chart. Here we go. Children, I'm live. Please chill. All right, here's Samuel. There's Samuel. Hello. Goodbye. Stop. All right. All right, let's see. Come on.
Coco's 8 years old.
There it is. This is Gigi's chart. In the Telegram group, you need to just check the description here, guys. If you got a Telegram group, and basically, what I want you to do is go to the Patreon page for all the information about the Telegram group. All right, we got your chart, Gigi. Let's check it out here. This is from. All right. See here. What's the date? Okay, that's the top of the correction. Okay, WXY. Okay, so WXYXZ. Yeah, we got this. I mean, Gigi, that's my count, man. Woman, whoever you are. Yeah, that's definitely my count. You've got the same targets that I do. The 1-to-1 extension there is 77.42. Perfect. I'm not looking at all your sub counts, but A, B, C. Yeah, that's my count there. Yep. A, B, C. Yep, that's my count there. I got this as a 5-wave here. This W that you have as a 3-wave, I have as a 5-wave. So, right in here, I count that as 5. You got 1, 2, all that's 3, 4, 5. Then I have A, B, and C. Yep, same count. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Well done. That is my chart right there. That's my primary count. So there you go. I have looked at your. Did you have any specific questions or comments, Gigi? But yeah, I'm looking at WXY. Yeah, Z wave. Yep. I mean that's. I mean, what can I say? I agree. I mean, there's my count. I just don't have all my subwaves in there, but there's X, Z's down here. So. Let's see. All right, because it means we're heading at least to 9,000. It looks possible to me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't possibly see 9,000 on a move where we are. It's totally not on my radar for that. Personally, again, just from my perspective, I can't see it. I can't even consider it. It doesn't even look remotely plausible. It breaks the trend line here, as well as it goes way beyond the fibs that I would expect it to go. So personally, don't see 9,000 as a possibility. All right, let's check out the other chart here. Oh, that 11,000 gap will be filled. It'll be filled later, for sure. It can be filled later for sure. All right, what am I looking at here? WXYXZ, same thing. You got a WXY. Yeah, I'm counting this as an ABC here. That's our big difference of this count. This is the same chart, as far as I know, man. I don't see this as any different than the one you shared. Yeah, I mean, I see 9,000 and higher coming shortly. I see it coming. I just don't see it now, personally. But again, I trade Bitcoin, so as soon as the chart tells me to turn around my trade, I'll turn it around. So, whatever. I don't have to get in an argument because I believe it's going one way or another. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Anything else I can do? I think it's a good time to call it quits. I don't want to bore y'all to death with rehashing the same stuff. But glad to spend it with you. Glad you guys joined. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Are we still shorting? I mean, we're trying to find, James. We're trying to find where the short is. I'm still of a short mindset. Trying to find where the end of where the short should be taken. Good deal. Thank you for sharing the chart. Yeah, I'm glad to look at y'all's charts, guys. We'll show it here. Keeping the live stream going with more charts. You want to keep the live stream going? Post a chart. Posting a chart. Let's see what we got. Here's a Gann chart. This is the same. It's not your chart. Let's try it again. Copy. Paste. There we go. Whoa. I don't even know what I'm looking at. What am I looking at? It's almost like the fib circle guy. Steve Unnamed. In what way is YouTube weird, man? Yeah, I think I've asked you... This is a satanic chart. That's nuts. That's funny. Steve, I think I've requested that you email me a couple of times. I got some stuff to ask you. I put my email in this live stream here. Let me put it right again. So, Steve, if you don't mind, shoot me an email so I can respond with some questions. Sorry, let me see. Jim of all trades 7 at gmail.com. There we go. So, Steve, if you don't mind, just shoot me an email. Say, hey, what do you want, Jim? And I got a couple questions for you, man. So, yeah, if you hook me up, that'd be sweet. That would be really awesome. So, let's see. Oh, did I lose your chart? I did. Let me go back. Okay, when price breaks 1 degree, it wants to go another degree. So I'm assuming the degrees here are these lines here. Is that correct? And so if price broke up from this 1 degree, are we assuming price is going to go to the next degree here? Is that what you're saying? So you think price is going up to the red line? Okay. Which would be about 7,800. That makes sense in my world. I mean, this is Khalil's chart, Kingdom. This is Khalil's chart. All right, everybody's showing their charts. Let's do it. This is a geometric Gann chart. So, all right, you got some other charts people are showing. I don't mind showing them. Let's check it out. I ain't the only one in the world that has thoughts. Okay. Didn't work, my man. Didn't work. Oh. There it is. All right. I see boxes on your screen with targets, but no justification for those targets. All right, he's got a target up. This is where you're going long. Is that where you're looking? 5,200. Yeah, I can't, Remco, I can't pull the email. I'm not going to pull my email up while I'm online. But sorry about that. But I'll definitely check it out and I'll respond. I'll respond to you personally. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what this chart is telling me, so I'm going to... Your Moon Boy chart looks legit. Okay, I'll check it out. All right, guys. Hey, y'all have a fantastic Sunday. I enjoyed hanging out with you. We'll do it again. If something happens tonight and I got some time, I'll jump on live. But y'all have a fantastic Sunday, and Merry Christmas to you guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you on the flip side tomorrow. We'll have a video or a live or something. I'm not sure. We'll see what's going on, but eventually we'll take a break for Christmas. But until then, you guys have a fantastic week, and enjoy your Christmas with your family. Talk to you later.